Among the many questions HR leaders are asking themselves right now, two are taking center stage. One, how do we keep people engaged within a growing loneliness epidemic? And two, how do we grow sustained community and belonging at work, even in a remote or hybrid workplace? For that, many leaders are turning their attention to one of the most accepted tools in their toolkit, employee resource groups. Hi, I'm Tiffany. Welcome to MentorcliQ's Mentoring Masterminds, where we combine our industry-leading experience in employee engagement and strategies with actionable advice directly from HR leaders who represent our Fortune 500 clients. In this video, we'll reintroduce you to ERGs. While you may already know about employee resource groups, this video will dive into why ERGs are a unique approach. We'll also provide some actionable tips that will help you create more effective ERG programs that get positive results. Let's dive right in. But first, we make these videos because we love seeing mentoring programs succeed and careers positively impacted. Be sure to like and subscribe so you know when we release new content like this every week. Consider this the ERG 101 section. We'll start with the basic question everyone always asks. What is an ERG? Employee resource groups, ERGs, are groups of employees who unite around a common identity or interest, such as LGBTQIA, racial or ethnic identities, gender, disabilities, career path, or life status, such as working parents. The ERG's concept is fairly straightforward. Create a supportive space within a larger organization that fosters diversity, equity, inclusion, and belonging. Ideally, this helps improve overall morale and productivity for participants by allowing them to create strong connections, community within their workplace. ERGs are unique in that they exist as an employee-employer partnership, but where control over design, structure, and leadership is in the hands of the employees. Employee resource groups should be completely run by a company's non-executive employees. That means, in an ideal situation, ERGs are led by employees who volunteer to serve in a leadership positions within those groups. Those employees also take charge of the group management needed to make the ERG successful. Typically, ERGs rely on individuals taking one of several leadership positions, which can include, but are not limited to, president or chair, vice president or vice chair, secretary or treasurer, event coordinator, and several others. We'll underscore an important point here. ERGs are supposed to be safe spaces where employees can learn, grow, collaborate, and network without the extra baggage that comes with feeling like their interactions are being monitored and judged against their job performance. This is why ERGs, when done well, are company-supported and employee-operated. ERGs are truly unique as an employee engagement strategy for two important reasons. First, because they are organized around affinity groups. They allow companies to support authentic spaces for employees from historically underrepresented groups, for individuals who align strongly with other affinities that can impact their experience in the workplace. A sense of belonging in community is strongly correlated with higher employee retention. Ultimately, this means that companies struggling with high turnover among individuals from historically underrepresented groups can help boost retention when they provide the resources and support for ERGs. Second, ERGs are unique from other engagement strategies because they solve multiple HR needs with significantly minimal input from HR leaders compared to employer-led strategies. With an ERG, team members can receive monitoring, personal and professional development, networking, skill development, and much more. These opportunities and experiences come both organically and intentionally within an ERG. While the idea of releasing some control over the learning and engagement process might make a few HR leaders nervous, the success of the programs can lead to significant and positive outcomes for key HR metrics. As long as the ERG leaders and participants are properly supported, HR leaders can step back and let employees lead the way. ERGs can be a challenge to get right and will fail pretty quickly if they lack needed support from the C-suite. Here are 3 tips that will help you create ERGs that get better engagement and lead to positive results. Tip number 1, provide financial and technical resources. Just because ERGs are employee-led doesn't mean they're free engagement solutions for organizations. ERGs work best when leaders are compensated with a stipend and when they're provided tools and software that reduce how much time they need to spend trying to manage their groups. If you incentivize leadership and make management simpler, you'll get more people to volunteer. Tip number 2, get executive sponsors. ERGs may be employee-led, but they're still officially sanctioned and financially supported engagement strategies. That means you need to get an executive sponsor who will support those groups and ensure those groups get the resources they need to thrive. Ideally, you'll reach out to executive leaders who can sponsor one or more of the ERGs within your organization. Bearing that, having an executive leader to support ERGs as a whole can still be an effective approach. Tip number 3, encourage employee participation. If employees feel like they'll be punished for participating in an ERG, guess what? They're not going to participate. It's that simple. It needs to be abundantly clear to employees that leaders strongly encourage ERG participation. Executive leaders can go a long way to making this happen by participating in, but not leading, these programs themselves. But your internal messaging and marketing must hold managers accountable for encouraging participation. Employees need assurances that devoting the time to an ERG won't be seen as a negative mark against them. Need some additional insight into the benefit that ERGs can have? Check out the following video of an HR leader from a leading healthcare organization explaining how ERGs at her company help one employee get promoted.
I met someone from our African American Black ERG who had expressed an interest in, looking to see what other opportunities were available within the company. And so we had a couple just informal discussions. And then a couple months later, an opportunity became available. And I remembered those conversations. I knew how great she was to work with when we were merging these programs. And so I connected her to the job opening. And a couple weeks later, I received an email from her that she received the offer and she's now a member of our diversity, civic affairs, and foundation team. So that was a personal success story for me. And it just goes to show the power of not only just mentoring, but just networking in general and how having those connections can really help with career development and career advancement.
What do you think it takes to launch a successful ERG? Let us know in the comments below. Employee resource groups are an excellent way to solve the need for employee engagement, belonging, and growth. When done well, it can also increase employee retention and reduce the time burden on HR leaders to operate programs. All of this hinges on making sure your organization properly supports those programs and incentivizes participation. But with the right resources and executive buy-in, ERGs quickly become a favorite strategy with proven results. If you found this video helpful, be sure to like and subscribe. And don't forget to visit us at MentorcliQ.com and follow us on LinkedIn for more mentoring program insights and advice.